Hey, what's up, YouTube? Listen up. Today, I'm going to be going over how you guys can level up just insanely quick here on CSGORoll. I have two to four methods that I think are pretty good for leveling up. Obviously, gamble responsibly. Don't lose too much because leveling is not an investment. It's just a wager. Daily cases are not an investment either. And now that that's out of the way, if you guys do find this guide helpful, please leave me a like, subscribe. It's super appreciated. It helps me out a lot. Seriously, you guys have no idea. We're on a comeback arc with YouTube right now. I'm finally on shadow bans, so I'm really putting a good foot forward to try and bring the numbers back. As well as, if you guys do want to try out the site, you guys can head up to deposit in the upper right. And if you guys choose to use the code AG5 and support me, you guys will get a 5% bonus on every deposit. So if you deposit 1,000 coins, you'll get 50 coins for free on CSGORoll just for supporting me and using my code. So yeah, massively appreciated. And without further ado, let's get into the first method. All right, so you guys probably are familiar with this method. It's just using auto on dice. And what you do is you set the speed all the way up. You set the max bet to whatever you want your max bet to be. You set your bet amount. You move your slider all the way up. Doesn't matter under or over. And then you just start rolling and you just let it spam until you run out or whatever. But that is the first method. It's an easy way to level up. You got 5 a second or so. So, it's, in my opinion, probably the best surefire way to guarantee XP and not lose a lot doing so. But I do have 3 other strategies, and I'll tell you about the second one right now. All right, so the second strategy is a little riskier, and it's a little more specific also, but what I like to do is do shared modes with 50-50 cases. So if we do a 50 case and then just throw that in there, we do it in shared mode. Say, I don't know, 4 players, we'll do like 5 of these. And if we make a battle for this, it's the hope that everyone pulls on their 50-50, and or if someone else pulls above the minimum or the cost of the case, everyone will kind of fit the bill of each other. I personally today have been doing a lot of wagering and leveling up just on shared battles, like more so than anything else. And I'm like a huge fan of shared battles. But if you guys can see, like already I've pulled 5 coins and PvP bot number 17's pulled 2.8. Not saying that this is going to happen all the time. Like this is probably a pretty lucky scenario. But if you look like with how much I've pulled, we're pretty much guaranteed profit. So with that being said, I mean, generally we're doing pretty good in terms of wagering. Yeah, we made some profit. We almost made a coin. But if you do that in mass, you might find yourself being able to wager for longer and longer. And as your balance goes down or up, you can do riskier cases. You can do more cases, so on and so forth. It's very scalable. And, there's not a ton of risk. Obviously, it is gambling. It's a risk either way, but this is like one of my favorite ways to do it. It's more fun for me as well. So yeah. So the next strategy that I have here is just a good old martingale strat. So, bet on red. Okay. Do we hit red? No, we don't. So what we'll do, we'll double up, bet on red again. And hopefully we don't hit a huge black train. Obviously that'd be good. But the hope with the martingale strategy is more or less that by the time you make yourself or you make it your way back to your starting balance, you are going to have wagered a lot in between doing so. So right there, we made our coins back. We're back to our 26 coins. Not too bad. But in that, we wagered, we did 2, and then we did 4, and then we won 4. So we wagered 6 coins on that, and we made a little bit of profit. So not too bad. But yeah, that's basically it. You can do it with any color that you want, red or black. If you want to do something like bait bet or greens, I would do a much smaller bet because obviously the chances are much slimmer to hit those. So yeah, I hope you guys find some of these methods useful. Like I said, I'm trying to just deliver some good ways to level up, because I feel like it's changing all the time and people deserve to know the best way to do so. And next up, we have by far the most controversial one is to do Crash. And so what I think for Crash, I've played a lot of Crash in the past, not so much lately, but I half in and I'll do a fixed multi from like 1.02 to like 1.1. So we'll do that. We'll see if we make it to 1.1. And obviously you can just crash out instantly. You know, you can hit 0 or 1 flat, I guess, 1-0-0, and you can lose your whole bet to that, obviously. But you know, I think that this is also a good strategy if you just set a fixed multi, because you're constantly wagering the whole amount of your bet. So like right here, I'm doing 13 coins, and if things go right, then the round for me is over pretty close to instantly. And just like that, I was the only one here, you know, given these guys were trying to gamble a little more than I was, but I was the only one there that actually left before it crashed. So one of the more riskier methods, of course, you know, if that fits the bill for you, then go for it. But, you know, it's worth a shot. It's worth a try. And I'm trying to just give you guys, you know, variety and options. So thank you guys so much for joining me. Hopefully this guide was useful. If it was, please leave me a like, subscribe. You don't want to miss any of my new content that's coming out. I'm on like a totally new content strategy, and we are making some really good stuff. So yeah, you guys aren't going to want to miss out on that. And as always, if you do want to try out the site, you can also head on over to rewards and just enter the code AG5 in that field. That'll get you 3 free cases, a 5% deposit bonus when you sign up with this code. And, you know, it supports me and gets you free money for it. So, yeah, thank you guys so much, and I will see you all in the next video. Peace out.